Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks like Spotify, YouTube, maybe even Instagram Live. It all depends on whether you're going to be lucky or not. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Mabel from Colorado, Allen's Park, way up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but he's right now. His heart is in Colombia because he's wearing that's a traditional Colombian hat, which is really cool. Because I would rather wear a hat like that in Mexico while you're in the agave fields than the wider brim, hat that we're used to in Texas or even Southern Cal. We have a really special edition of a tasting of a Blanco because this is Dona Loca. This is tequila. This is the Blanco tequila. There's an actual person behind this. That the reason that Todd had this tequila, it's because this person is in literally his own backyard. So you have the background, you have the con, sir. You tell us.
Okay.
Why is this so special? Why is this new tequila?
Yeah. So Dona Loca, I actually looked up what it means. It means crazy woman, which is kind of funny.
Crazy lady.
Yeah. And so it's Dana Rodriguez is like one of the chief principals of this company. And she is a well-known, well-respected chef down in Denver. Okay. She has 2 places, soon to be 3, Work and Class and Super Mega Bien, both of which are considered 2 of the best restaurants in Denver, period, hands down.
Well, when I get out there, that's where we're going. So
absolutely. And so then she also got involved with a project, Casa Bonita, which was for so long, it was known as you go for the show and the sopapillas, and that's it. Because like the food, you never went for the food. There's a whole South Park episode on it. And Casa Bonita is kind of a cool place. It's a little kitschy.
Wait. So it's been in South Park?
It has.
It's been immortalized in South Park.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can watch that. I can watch that episode somewhere, probably on YouTube.
Yep. It's a big, giant pink building. And in South Park, the kids are going down from South Park down to Denver to go to Casa Bonita, and Cartman gets all excited about it. There's a whole thing because he's Cartman, But yes, you always went for. There's like cliff divers. They actually have cliff divers in the building. There's a There are
oh my God!
Bands.
How big is
it? It's huge. It's a big building. There's a mariachi band that goes around. They've got like separate rooms off to the side with games. There's a guy in a gorilla suit that runs around. You get pictures of him. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Okay. All right then. So how do these two collide? How does look out?
Yeah. So the restaurant Casa Bonita got closed down. The guys from South Park bought it, and then they brought Dana on as their exec chef.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, they went they wanted that one.
They really did.
Yeah.
That was part of the agreement they made. Is they were going to upgrade everything at Casa Bonita. They're going to keep it the same. So you're going to have the gorilla suit and the cliff divers, but better food apparently. So
and apparently
Dona Loca, they'll probably have some Dona Loca there as well, which I'm kind of psyched about. I was reading through this a little bit. It's single estate, all kinds of cool stuff. Organic, it's organic too, which is super cool.
Yeah, let's pour it and taste it, and then we'll give them all the ins and outs because I'm excited. When I reached out to them, I guess there's a gentleman who's in charge of their PR or something, and he made it, or he's a partner. I'm not sure, but he made this happen. So thank you, sir, for all. I'll get his name shortly. But I'm gonna pour mine in a Stasso.
Right. I did get mine already in the glass. I put mine in the glass and I hit it with a cap on it, so I can't cheat.
Yeah, that's good. He's always prepared.
Try to be. I try to be.
We're still sipping off the cup, though. I mean, I just broke the seal right off camera. It's a gloomy day here in Southern California. I'm not even sure if you guys can see this on my camera, but I got a lingering bubble, and you know how I love bubbles, man.
Yep,
I love bubbles.
It looks pretty fantastic.
I will say that the aroma when I popped the cork on that. Did you get that right away?
I totally did. Yeah. I was like, oh, hey, it's agave time. Yay.
Yeah. You know, it's always a good sign, folks, when you can smell the plant before you taste it.
Yeah, if I pour it in a glass and the first thing I smell is anything but agave, I'm like, not excited.
Yeah.
If it's a Blanco, at least, you know.
Well, you know, there's a lot of factors involved, and you know, it's you gotta let it bloom, you have to let it open, and you know, you can't prejudge right away, but
No,
it's kind of nice to be surprised, you know.
it is. Oh man, it's that.
Oh wow, that's deep. Holy
Right?
cow. Wow. Wow. Can you hear me panting? Wow, that first pass was complete vegetation.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow,
There's so much like
gamey.
yeah. Oh man, it's such a solid man. Yeah.
It's deep, and I'm not getting like bright notes. I'm not getting, I mean, I know we just opened it, maybe it hasn't had a chance to open up yet. Maybe it'll bloom some more, but right now
Sure.
it's heavy on the plant. It smells like it's baked in a brick oven right now.
Yeah. It totally does. I mean, it's so earthy.
Yeah. How are my legs and tears looking?
They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, they're thick. They're not, but they're naturally thick is what I'm looking at. They're it's not thinned, it's not streaming like Netflix, but it's good. You know, it's a good solid.
Uh-huh.
It's a good solid stream of legs and tears.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also I will say, I know it's gloomy and my lighting, like I say, is not the greatest here, but it's not shiny or bright, which leads me to believe it doesn't have added glycerin to it, which makes it look visually attractive. But it's gonna, if the smell is any indication, I think it's gonna have some great mouthfeel.
So
oh, now I was getting some kind of mint, maybe a hint of anise. I'm not sure.
So I'm getting some banana on here.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
And some green pepper for sure.
You know, they call it cooking bananas or plantains.
Yeah.
So it's more, it's not like a ripe banana, but it's more like a cooking banana.
Uh-huh.
And I know because I've had a steady diet of that for my whole life. It's brighter for me on one side than the other.
Definitely like the anise you're saying is coming through for me too. I'm getting like a lot of vegetal, like the that green pepper kind of thing.
Yeah,
happening.
It's running the gamut as it blooms. It went from like deep agave to like you know, earth, and then cauliflower and
yeah, it's really opening up, man.
Yeah. I know we're spending a lot of time on it, folks, but I got to tell you, the nose, this is what you're going to be looking for. You really should. If you're going to buy it organic, you need to know that this is what you're going to get. You're going to get stuff that you won't normally get in your mainstream tequila. And this is why you paid the price that you paid to get this or any other organic.
Yeah.
As I had one of our students just recently sent me, he did his organic exercise, and he goes, I really can't tell the difference between an organic and a regular tequila. And it's like, you know, and sometimes it's the brand of organic. Because some organics are short on their finish. It just depends on how they're distilled.
There's a definite funk here too, and almost makes it like, I wonder like if it's a slow fermentation kind of let that funk and that flavor kind of come through. You know, typically, I know for other spirits, the faster the fermentation, the fewer the flavors, right? It's kind of like when you make bread. So
right. Now here on one side, on my left side, I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but I get more brighter notes. It's starting to open up as the more bright, the more lime zest, lemon zest. But on this side, it's still, for me, it's still heavy on the agave.
I get a lot more notes on the right than the left, like you were saying. Yeah, everything is on the right ways.
And yes, it does make a difference, folks. It's left brain, right brain. You really need to play around with it because you're going to get some things better than others. As I don't think it has anything to do with a dominant side. It's just different. It's going to pick up differently.
Well, here's a fun thing I learned about these glasses too. I went to a distillery up in Fort Collins not too long ago with a whiskey distillery. And when you tip the glass on its side, the aromatics will layer themselves. And so you just kind of take it and you start at the top. You sniff down through, and like for whiskeys, you can actually pick up like the core and the wheat, the barrel all the way down through. But for this, I'm still getting some of the lighter stuff is up here, and I come down through. I'm like, oh yeah, it's really cool.
The Glencairn is a real special glass, and
really is.
One of the other techniques that we like doing, or that I like doing, is you cut the top of the glass into 4 segments, and you breathe on top, breathe on the bottom, breathe to the left, to the right, and just anywhere that you can get something out of it. And if the glass is good, you shouldn't have to dig for it. And that's where the Riedel, I think, misses the mark, especially with tequilas now. When the Riedel was developed, there were no such things as organic tequilas.
Right.
So, we got to keep the pace.
Right.
You feel like diving in?
I sure do.
All right.
I'm like, my mouth is watering.
Let's dive in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had one pass, but I played with that. Oh, this is bolder than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of flavor happening here. There's a whole lot of stuff. Man.
It's bold. This is a no nonsense Blanco, man.
Yeah, that Dona Loca is not messing around.
No, she's crazy like a fox.
Exactly. That's some nice mint coming through right there. Man.
Damn. One thing I didn't mention is we didn't get any alcohol really coming up. All that alcohol is in the flavor, man.
Yep.
It's holy cow. What a finish.
Right? It's kind of hanging out. It made itself comfortable in my mouth, kicking back.
Wow. It's funny, on that first pass, and my palate's clean, so I haven't had anything. I haven't even had coffee yet because it's still early for me. But it came in sweet and then all of it. I mean, but just at the tip, and the rest was vegetal and that pepper explosion at mid palate.
Yep.
But that finish got like it was a really pleasant bitterness that I still feel on the sides of my tongue. I look for that because that's maybe when it's brick oven baked, there's a little bit of caramelization that comes through, and I like that. It's okay to have that.
Yeah, it's still like, it's still in my mouth. It's like my whole mouth is very silky. It's like I said, it's hanging out.
Yeah, it's coated. What did I say about the body? The mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's coating the palate properly. It's doing a great job. Wow, that lip numbness and gum numbness is there like you want it. Yes. It's not too harsh. This almost reacts. You know what? It's almost reacting like this was a high proof. It is.
Yeah. It's 80 proof.
Yeah, it's 80 proof.
And it's got the extra. It's carrying those flavors like a higher proof would too.
Yeah, it is. Let's see here. Welcome to Dona Loca Tequila Blanco. It's made from a single estate grown 100% Agave Azul Tequilana Weber. Oh, that's the proper way to say it. It's made in small batches using traditional methods passed down for generations. No coloring, no flavors, no additives. Just good sipping tequila. Damn. Oh, Alvaro Montes. Of course. Of course. Well, we know this is coming from Gnome 1480, which is Tequila Las Americas. That is getting, there's the bulk of the, it gets the bulk of the organic tequilas that are coming out of there. Alvaro Montes is a genius. He is the master distiller, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he is also one of the family owners of the distillery. And
Nice.
Alvaro Montes was responsible for back engineering the second coming of Four Copas tequila, which was the first organic tequila imported into the United States. Sadly, the original owners are both passed on, and the brand has had to be, the original distillery is no longer in operation. So it eventually, the new owners of the brand took Four Copas to Las Americas, and Alvaro Montes is the genius behind reverse engineering that recipe.
Nice.
So this, with his name on it, that speaks volumes to me.
This is I love the fact too, like honestly, the fact that just a good sipping tequila, because you know me, I mean, I have such a thing of, oh, tequila's just shots. I'm like, makes my flesh crawl, makes me want to like throw up sad people. Can I say that online?
I knew you'd fit right in with us, man. I did. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah. But yeah, it's like, okay, yes, encourage the sipping. Yeah.
So now that we know a lot of the base, and I haven't even refilled this. This is still my first pass, and I get something new every time it opens up. Now it's getting much brighter. The notes are getting more spearmint, more peppermint. I'm still looking for
more citrus.
More citrus.
What's
yeah.
that?
I'm still looking for a definite anise. It doesn't need to be there, but I always look because I love anise. I love anise and I love bubbles, and they sound like my girlfriends. Hi, anise, meet bubbles, bubbles, meet anise. They were a stripper. No, never mind.
Excellent.
Oh my God, this is beautiful.
It is. This is fantastic.
Okay, so
I really enjoy this.
Would this be a really great base for, hey, today, by the time you folks see this, it might be June or May because we're booked out that far. But today is National Margarita Day. So what do you think?
This would be fantastic.
What do you think in a cocktail? This would really shine.
100%. It would. Because there's enough flavor to come through. So it's not going to be just lime and whatever sweetener you use.
Yeah.
There's going to be, you're going to hit with that agave. Like, this is a margarita. This is what it's supposed to be.
I'm amazed.
That's awesome.
I'm amazed that this is really working at 80 proof. Hey, Dona Loca, when you're watching this, I have a request. Ask for higher proof. Ask if it's even possible. Don't go too high. Go, 90, maybe 90 proof or something. Because the way this is reacting, the way it's behaving, like you said, it's bringing up the flavors like a high proof does. That's why I had to look at the label, because it was really bold. It's bold. You're getting everything coming through it. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Brand of Promise nominee.
Absolutely. 100%.
In the organic tequila category, organics are a thing, folks. Start looking for them, because
for this.
I know that 1480 has a bulk of the organic tequilas. They're not the only ones, but they're getting a lot of it. And every one that we've had from there has something slightly different going on. One with Life is a little bit softer. Four Copas, a little bit different. A short finish on Four Copas. That was the trademark on Four Copas, at 0 to none finish. The people who are making this stuff, it's black magic. But this one, I love this one. This is the one that comes a close second for me is Gran I think it's called Gran Leyenda. And that is also an organic tequila that we had like 2 years ago, I think, and it was really gamey. And this is like right there in that same ballpark. But for a Blanco tequila, organic, all day long.
Yeah.
Do we have a price point? Do we know what it's running for?
You know what? I don't think we do. I don't think I included that.
Okay, well that's okay. We'll look for it when we do the review for the that's a reposado, and I can't wait to get to that. But anything else we want to say about Dona Loca besides dígame? You know what is that means? Tell me about it. Tell me. Talk to me. Or some of the other literal translations. Talk to me. Dígame.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because on here,
go ahead.
Where is it? It says somewhere on here about tell us your story, whatever it is. Where is that? It's on the label.
Yeah,
tell us your story.
Tell us your story. So, yeah. And you know what? We got to have her on Open Bar. I've got to
reach out to her.
Talk to her. And would you join me on the Open Bar?
100%. Absolutely, I will.
Okay,
for sure.
Right. I will. I'm making it a point. I'm going to reach out to them and go, hey, I got it. We got to talk. We got to talk.
You know what? If they want, let them know. Like I would not mind going down to Denver. I'll meet her at Working Class or supermarket. I'll meet her at one of her restaurants. We can do it right there.
Okay,
that'd be fun.
Can you film an interview with her?
You can try, sure. Like on Zoom or whatever. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that off camera. Right now, that's our take on Dona Loca Blanco, but stay with us. We're going to go through the review of the Reposado. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Todd Mabel from Colorado.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like. If you're following us on Instagram, do so. Follow Tequila Aficionado. You can follow Todd on his Instagram. Don't need to follow me because, why? But whatever you do, tomar sabiamente. Sip wisely.
Enjoy. Sip wisely. That's what I